So we all know Rashid Yachts and Marina, the last waterfront community by Emaar. Already I've made 2-3 videos on this. In my last video I'd even gone to the site, and in one of the previous video I've even done a very detailed master plan analysis and explaining what's coming up, what are the future developments and everything. So you can check that, I'll link it below. But today we are going to go completely into the new launch of Aurea. So we'll be exploring everything about this project. So in this video I'm going to break down everything about the master plan, and I'll solve the main question: why should you buy in Aurea specifically? Now if we see, this was phase 1. Main selling point of phase 1 was the longest swimmable canal, and we had the first school here. Then Emaar moved on to phase 2, which was here. There's a Queen Elizabeth 2, and then we had phase 2. Okay, in the last launch we had Baystar by Vida here. Main selling point of phase 2 was the marina walk here and the views of the wet berths. Then we moved on to Serra. Okay, their last launch, Emaar's last launch, Serra. Serra was, I would say, mainly focused into family living because we had a school right beside, and they launched a new district of amenities, water gardens. Okay, a very huge plot allotted only for amenities here. Then we move on to hopefully phase 3. Now talking about Aurea, okay, which comes here. If you see, in phase 2 we had the marina walk and the wet berths, and in Serra we had the family living with the amenities and the school. Aurea combines both, to be honest, because you have marina walk here, and plus you're close to water gardens and you're close to the school as well. And plus this is a 13th floor building. Now I'll tell you one major thing that a lot of people don't understand. When Emaar gives a building, when Emaar launches a building, normally the best views are given to the 2 and 3 bedroom apartments. First bedroom barely get any views. In Serra we had 1 bedroom getting the views of the water gardens, and in the back maybe depending on the thing you would get the sea view here. But in Aurea we're getting a 13 floor buildings. In comparison, Serra was just 6-7 floors. So in Aurea we're getting 13 floors, and if you see behind, so this is Port Rashid Cruise Terminal 3 and this is Cruise Terminal 2. If you see where Aurea is located, if you're getting anything around 5th floor or above, you're going to get a very clear cruise or sea view, and that is one of the best selling points because one beds will mostly be placed here and here. Okay, so later I'll explain in the floor plates as well, but one beds getting a sea view puts you in a very good spot because all these one beds that were sold here had the Shindagar district view. All these one beds had the community view, and Serra one beds had the water gardens view. So when you purchase a 1 bed here or even a 2 or 3 bed, you are competing in a very small niche. Okay, when you're purchasing a 1 bed, there's basically no competition as of now for your 1 bed here. So that is why if you're purchasing here, 1 beds are the best value for money right here. Now one more thing with Aurea, if you check the master plan, Aurea just has a park here. I'll be showing this further. But if we go on to the next buildings, we are going to be having buildings covered here. Okay, so you're not going to have a building that is on the marina and plus has a sea view for 1 beds. The next, whichever you're seeing here, will be having a mosque, and then here we'll be having a lot of buildings. And with each of these launches in phase 3, especially moving towards the resort style and everything that they are bringing up here, you're going to see a huge price increase. And already if you compare Rashid Yachts with other waterfront communities, we have Blue Waters Island, and then we have Palm Jumeirah, and all of these apartments basically on the coastline of Dubai, we are seeing prices of almost 4,000 to 6,000 dirhams, okay, or above for apartments itself. And that is why with Rashid Yachts and Marina, where you're basically starting at almost 2,900 dirhams, it leaves you with a very good ceiling for appreciation. And if you see, just beside these plots, Miras has launched a project right beside Nikki Beach, where you're getting a price per square feet of almost 6,300 in their recent off-plan launches. So Rashid Yachts and Marina overall being the only master community here, because Maritime City and Dubai Islands aren't like a master community. So this being the only master community and plus being by Emaar and having 2 schools, this is going to go for an unbeatable price. And this only comes to your mind only when families come up and the end users start moving in. That is when you understand that, okay, Rashid Yachts and Marina stands out from Maritime City and Dubai Islands. So if I dive in a bit deeper, this is basically the map with all the district parks and the amenities in Rashid Yachts and Marina. This is water gardens that I was speaking about, and here we have Serra. Apart from that, this is where Aurea is coming up, and we have a park right here. So these 1 beds, even if you're getting at a lower floor, you're going to be having a park view. Okay, and on the higher floor, of course, the sea view. And next we'll be having parks here and everything. So if you see, compared to phase 2, where we didn't have much parks, we didn't have much amenities, and we didn't have a school. The only school is here. So compared to phase 2, Aurea is at a very good location. So just to show you, this is how Aurea will look. Okay, we have the marina walk here, all the wet berths and the open marina here. And if you see, this is like a 13th floor building. Now, just to show you, this is where the marina view will be, and this is where you'll have the park view in the back. Okay, it's a good park, good sized park, and this is just for your reference. But if you're getting something with the marina view, this is exactly how it will look. And if you compare it, this is, you know, right at the top, where sort of similar to the views that you get from Emaar beachfront or Dorchester collection, or sort of premium, you know, marina communities that you're having. Now, if I give you a little bit brief about the floor plate, this is the floor plate of Aurea. This is where we'll be having the whole amenities and the marina here. If you see here, what you see in this light violet color are all one beds. So we have one here, here, and almost 5 of them here, with this being the corner unit. Main thing, this will be the lowest priced unit because you'll be facing the neighboring plot. This has one of the best views. If you want a marina view, this has the best view for that because you'll be overlooking the amenities and then over the marina. So this is a good view. And rest, if you're looking at open sea view, this is where you should be purchasing, and this is where I recommend as well. I'll tell you, this corner one bed will be one of the costliest one because the prices here start at 2.3 million and they go all the way up to 2.8 million. So this will be one of the costliest units that you'll be purchasing here. Apart from that, I would recommend from an investment perspective, invest something in these, not specifically the corner one because you'll be paying higher for it, but invest something in these. Somewhere around the 5th floor will be a very good investment if I'm looking at the best price to value. Now for the 2 beds, honestly 2 beds have a good location overall. This sort of has a road view coming up here. So these will be the lowest price unit. Apart from this, this will get the marina view, and all the other 2 beds are honestly placed well. So with 2 beds, the prices start at 3.3 million and they go all the way up to 5.3 million. I believe this will be the lowest priced one, and then going all the way up to the direct marina view and the direct sea view, open sea view ones. So that is one thing you have to take care. For the payment plan, we have Emaar's standard 80-20 payment plan, 20% almost every year, and the handover will be in 2029. But the main question is, which unit do you think is worth it here? I know people will say get the marina view, get the sea view, and get a high floor, you'll get very good appreciation, but it doesn't work like that. With all these premium views that you're getting, and with every floor that you're increasing, you're paying a higher price. And when you're looking at a pure investment perspective, okay, not end user. For end user, of course, go for the highest floor, sea view and everything. But if you're looking at a pure investment perspective, if you are going above a certain floor and paying above a certain price, you're just basically eating from your profits. You're not going to get as good as a rate of appreciation. So I've done a deep analysis on this and I've already done a report. So if you want that, just contact me on this number given below and I'll send it to you and we can discuss further about all these units.